welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. We are so happy to have you. I do all type of content regarding traveling, and then I also do self-development and health and wellness content. So if that resonates with you, please subscribe. And again, we're happy to have you. So today we are discussing about Tokyo. I spent 24 hours in Tokyo, and I wanted to go and talk to y'all guys about the experience that I had and some of the gems that I picked up on the way. So if you are traveling to Tokyo, or Tokyo is one of those places that is on your bucket list, to places to go to and see, definitely stay tuned for this video. So if y'all have not looked at my previous video, I had did 3 country hops, and Tokyo was actually the last stop on our way back from Thailand and going back to the US. We only spent 24 hours there. We didn't get a chance to do much, but we still had fun and it was still a vibe, and we made the best out of it. But just for now, just to get y'all some gems of what I have learned just in 24 hours, I wanted to go over some things with you guys. My boyfriend had did the booking when it came to traveling from Bangkok to Tokyo. Now, Tokyo has 2 major airports. They have Narita and then Haneda. And he didn't put 2 and 2 together that it was 2 different airports. So when we got there, we had a lot of confusion on where to go. A lot of people don't speak English. So highly recommend, if you have not, please download a translator app, because you're going to definitely need it in Tokyo. A lot of places I went to, they mainly, speak Spanish like in the past, but this was a whole different ball game. So we needed to use our translator for several reasons, because we did end up getting lost and we were confused to exit out of the airport to get to public transportation. Now, we was originally going to go with Uber. When we found out, when we went outside to go to the pickup area for Uber, we put in our hotel. Y'all, guess what? Our hotel was 2 hours away from the airport. So I'm just like, oh my God, why is our hotel so far? At the airport that we're actually flying out of to get back to Chicago was closer, which was the Haneda airport. We flew into Narita, so it was 2 hours away. Because it was so long, it cost us about $200 to get to that airport to our hotel. We said we're not about to do that. We're not about to spend $200, so let's try to, learn how to do the train transit. If I'm all about being a local and I travel and getting on the train and things like that, but Japan is a whole different ball game. It is not for beginners. I'm gonna just say that right now. It was so complicated, y'all. We end up getting lost. So let me break it down from the beginning. After we decided we were not going to do the Uber because it was too expensive, we decided to go back into the airport and then try to learn how they navigate their train. We was able to find our way to the train, but everybody did not speak English. Nobody actually spoke English on the train. So we didn't know that we missed our stop. And we had a feeling that it was our stop, but we just wasn't aware because the doors wasn't opening, and we just was like, this is just different. Make a long story short, we missed our stop. And we ended up getting off at the next stop. When we got off the next stop, we was trying to communicate with the locals. We could not communicate with them. They did not understand anything that we were saying. Even with the translator, it was still hard to communicate with them. So we eventually found our way to their station, their transit station, and we was explaining to them that we was trying to actually get out so we can get to Uber, because if we were at that point in time, we were a little bit closer. We were about 30 minutes from our hotel instead of an hour and a half, 2 hours. About that time, we tried to get through, and we were telling the officers hey, we need to get past, but they were telling us that we needed cash, and we did not have cash on us. We only had card. So we were trying to communicate with them through the translator app. Y'all, tell me why they was trying to arrest us. They said police. They said police. I was like, oh my gosh, I should have recorded. I am so mad I did not record that, because that would have been really good content. But yeah, they was not happy with us. I mean, we already looked like oddballs, let alone trying to, I don't know what rules they thought we were breaking, but we didn't have any cash on us. So with that being said, we got through. Eventually, somebody came and helped and took us around to the counter where we were able to pay with our card and get out of the station. When we got out of the station, we were in their little city downtown area, and then we was able to catch an Uber to our hotel, which was 30 minutes. By then, soon we got to the hotel, we were tired, and we were just like, okay, what's next? We got to our hotel. Our hotel was beautiful. Let me tell y'all about Japan. Japan period is all anime, and that was really fun to see. I'm just now starting to kind of get into anime a little bit more, and soon you walk in, it was like a library of manga, and that was really cute. That was really nice. That was really nice to see. They also had food in the lobby, and then we was able to get our rooms. We had to wait a little bit, I believe an hour, because we got there early before our check-in. But once we got into our room was very, very small. I was not expecting it to be that small. But a lot of places that I noticed that I have gotten hotel rooms out of the country, their rooms tend to be a little bit smaller than I expected. In that case, this was the smallest room I ever had stayed in. Now, y'all probably want to know, what exactly did we do within 24 hours? So we went to the mall and we seen a huge unicorn Gundam, which was robotic. It played music, it moved. That was exciting to see. That was in the back of the mall. When we first went into the mall, there was a 7-Eleven to our left side, and we just walked around. Everything, once again, anime. There was a McDonald's there. We tried their McDonald's. Their McDonald's was a little bit different than the US, but I kind of want to make it a traditional. Every time I go outside the country, I kind of want to try their McDonald's and compare what's different. I ended up going to H&M because I needed to get me a sweatshirt. And then after that, there was at the top, there was a arcade. We had a ball. We spent a little over an hour in the arcade just playing games. That was so fun. It felt like we were in a whole different world. And then they also had a separate store, just Gundams. Every Gundam you could think of was in there. My boyfriend loved that. So we was in there for a little bit looking at all the Gundams. And then from there, and he told me an interesting fact that when he was little, he used to make them. So if you're into Gundams, please let me know in the comments. Please let me know in the comments if you had ever made a mini Gundam when you were little, because I think that's so cool. So then after that, we did go outside a little bit, and I was able to see downtown from outside, which was beautiful. And then we went back in, shopped a little bit, and then we was able to, after we watched the Gundams, we ended up leaving. Yeah, I just want to reiterate, we didn't get a chance to really do too much, but the things that we did do was a vibe. We also walked around our hotel, and it's so clean there, y'all. And the food was so good. At our hotel, they had curry, and then they had a 7-Eleven. We did try their famous egg sandwich at the 7-Eleven on top of some other stuff their teas. So good. Chef kiss. I can't wait to go back just to eat their food. But we did walk to another 7-Eleven. We were just looking outside and being immersed in their culture, and very silent. One thing that was very intriguing is how quiet it was. Everybody walking the street, dead silent. You could hear a penny drop. That was interesting. Also, a fun fact is that they do have certain rules that is illegal that we would never have thought. And one of those rules I found out is chewing gum. Chewing gum is illegal. As I mentioned, the city itself, beautiful, clean. The people there was pretty, everybody kind of mind their business. But overall, I can't wait to go back so I can experience more, because it was such a quick trip. I didn't get a chance to really see too much but what was near our hotel. And the train transit, I highly would recommend that to budget. When you go to Tokyo is very advanced, and I love that about them. That's another thing that I thought that was very intriguing, how advanced they are. But if you do travel there, I highly recommend to budget accordingly, because it can get pricey very, very quick. Another thing is download a transit app, because you're going to need it if you are planning on using any public transportation. You're going to need a transit app, and also, obviously, as I mentioned in several videos, a translator. But yeah, overall, it was a fun trip. I can't wait to go back and learn more. I actually want to get immersed into learning Mandarin, and I think that would be really cool to be able to communicate just a little bit. at least know the basics. So when I go back, like I know how to say certain things like, hey, what time is it? Or money or anything like that. Like I think would be definitely effective. Alright, y'all. I just wanted to just stop in, talk to y'all a little bit about it. If you are traveling, or if you plan on traveling to Tokyo, definitely put in the comments or just let me know, like, where do y'all plan on traveling if you have a summer trip coming up, because I would love to know. And if I have been there, I would love to give you any tips before you go so you can be aware of certain things. I never thought that Tokyo would be complicated to learn how to navigate, and that was one big major thing that I wish I knew before I went to Tokyo. But I'm definitely going back. They have a Disney World or a Disneyland that I cannot wait to see. I cannot wait to go. That's going to be fun. Definitely going to bring the kids there. But yeah, if you have any questions, please put it in the comments below. Also, if you want to see any other different content besides traveling, or if you want to know more traveling tips, please put that in the comments below as well, because I would love to know y'all input on what other things y'all would like to see from me. And